Hey, what's going on, everybody? Tom from Tom's Randomness, and on today's episode of Gross or Not, Clover Valley Luncheon meat. So this is a Spam alternative. It's got really long shelf stability. It's a product of Denmark, so that's good. And nothing that really scares me. Typical processed and preserved meat. I mean, it looks like all the ingredients you'd see in a ham, like just a regular ham. So maybe that's exactly what it'll taste like. Let's hope. Anyway, let's pop this open and see what it looks like. All right, let's see here. Got a little pull tab. Yep, looks kind of like Spam. Let's just give it the old sniffer test here. Smells like spam. Let's see if we can't get it out of there pretty easily or not. As usual, the dog is interested, which I don't know if that's always a good thing or not. That just means it smells strongly. Geesh, they put that stuff. Yeah, there it goes. Looks like a blob of congealed meat. So let's get you in close here. Got some gel. But other than that, I mean, it basically looks like Spam. So let's see how easy it cuts. The other corned beef, when we did that, it kind of, I don't want to touch this stuff because it just stinks. Yeah, this cuts much better than the corned beef. The corned beef was stringy. Of course, my knife's not perfectly sharp here either, but let's cut a thinner slice too. So it looks, I mean, I've had this, obviously I was a Boy Scout, but you can see there, kind of has a, I don't know, opaque color, kind of, nothing special, looks like ham. So let's fry it up and give it the old taste test. Okay, so on the can itself, it says you can actually eat it straight out of the can. So let's give that a try while that cooks. I didn't make any funny faces because it wasn't that bad. I mean, it's basically like a Vienna sausage flavor. I can't hate it. I mean, it's still not my favorite, but if you had, like, I guess this stuff is great because of like camping, for like an instance of camping, or long term, if you need to put some food away just in case the power's out for a week or two, this stuff would be great to have. Because if your power's out, you're not going to be able to refrigerate your meat from the store. So this is a good alternative for some protein and some you know, the fats you need and whatnot. That's still preserved, so it's still got sodium nitrate in it, so it's not entirely healthy. Okay, so this is the cooked version of it, and I like it extra crispy on the outside. So I got a nice golden brown on the outside. That is delicious. So this one, it's not gross. I would strongly recommend you go get you some of that Clover Valley, dog's shaking the camera, sorry. Clover Valley Luncheon Loaf, because it's actually really good if you give it a good fry on the skillet. And yeah, I can't say anything bad about that. This stuff's actually really good. So this isn't getting tossed for sure. That corned beef, I ate like 2 more of those little slices, and I just couldn't go any further. It wasn't gross, because in my opinion, something that's gross is something you just could not take a second bite of. And so far, we haven't had that. I mean, I think the corned beef was like, let's give everything a 1 to 3 rating. I think the corned beef was a 1, meaning still edible. A 0 is inedible. This is a 3. This is good. If you fry it, it's delicious. Now, I didn't exactly care for it unfried because it just tasted like a Vienna sausage, which I would eat if I had to, but it's not my preference. As you see, Violet is really wanting more of this. So let's just let you see her, because she's way cuter than I am. Sit. Shake. 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 Okay, so Luncheon loaf from Clover Valley, not bad. $1.85, I think it was. I can't complain about it. It's not gross, that's for sure. And when I was a kid, it was gross because I was thinking like meat in a can on a shelf forever, kind of gross. But the older I get, obviously I think our palates change, because when I was a kid, I thought this stuff was gross, and now I actually like it. So if you give it a good sear all the way on both sides, it's delicious. Can't say anything wrong about that. Compared to the corned beef, I would take this 100 times over the corned beef from yesterday. And maybe I just got a bad brand. I think it was Clover Valley too, though. So I'm not 100% positive. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Unfortunately, it wasn't gross. So hopefully we'll find something that is, and you'll get to see me do some fun faces. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.